Welcome to my channel, and today I will tell you about the devils from the Black Clover universe. Well, let's start.
Paranoid looking over my back. It's like a whirlwind inside of my head. It's like I can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like the face inside is right beneath my skin.
The devils, also known as demons under the Funimation translations, are a hostile species and major antagonists in the Black Clover universe. They are an ancient race of magical and malevolent beings that dwell in the underworld, a bleak world where the only amusement comes from tormenting each other and toying with the humans of the living world. The devils are a race of ancient beings known for their frightening magical capabilities. They often seek to possess other beings from the living world so that they may interact with said world and carry out their goals. Normally, devils cannot appear in the living world on their own. A mage in the living world can use forbidden magic and a sacrifice to summon a devil and use some of its power. The amount of devil power a mage can wield is limited due to the gate between the living world and the underworld. A devil with no magic power can physically breach this border between worlds. Devils cannot wield or enter a grimoire until it has a 5-leaf clover. Once they have a grimoire and a physical body, they can unleash their true forms and power in the living world. Because devils come from the underworld, their mana is known to be malicious and sinister in nature, thus their magic attributes are particularly formidable and frightening. Only negative mana, other devils' powers, and arcane magic can counter devils' magic. A devil's body disintegrates when it is killed with anti-magic. The devils have developed a caste system, and their placements among the ranks are assigned at birth and are unable to be changed. The known devil ranks are as follows: highest-ranking devils, high-ranking devils, mid-ranking devils, low-ranking devils. Low-ranking devils can be defeated by hitting them with large amounts of mana. Mid-ranking and higher, however, require arcane stage mages. The 10 devils connected to the tree of Clifford are among the highest-ranked and strongest devils. The common defining characteristic of devils are their horns, which all devils boast. In general, the higher ranking the devil, the longer and more impressive horns they tend to have. Low-ranking devils are noticeably larger than humans and have rather bizarre and monstrous and beastly physiologies, like multiple eyes, tentacles, and bug-like mandibles. Mid-ranking devils are generally at least vaguely humanoid in appearance, though often with distorted bodily proportions and monstrous facial features. High and highest-ranking devils bear the closest resemblance to humans with slender, relatively proportionate figures, but of pointed teeth, long, thin tails, and bat-like wings on their backs. The underworld is divided into 7 levels and ruled over by 3 highest-ranking devils who command gravity, time, and space and reside at the lowest level. Each level houses devils of various ranks, with the highest-ranking devils dominating all those on their level. Because the underworld is so bleak and boring, higher-ranked devils keep themselves entertained by torturing those of lower ranks, and lower-ranked devils terrorize those who are even lower. Liebe is a low-ranking devil from the first level of the underworld and resides within Licht's former grimoire, which is currently owned by Asta. He is the source behind Asta's anti-magic. Liebe has messy, white hair and a short stature. Most of his body is coated in black. A black line extends up his chest to under his chin, while 2 lines cross over his red eyes. He has 2 bat-like wings, 2 ram-like horns, a long thin tail, pointed teeth, and clawed fingers and toes. While living with Rachita, Liebe wears plain clothing, a light-colored shirt, dark-colored pants, and light-colored shoes. While inside the grimoire, Liebe appears as a tall, black figure with wavy hair. During the devil binding ritual, his right arm resembles the one he took from Asta. After Asta forges an equal contract with Liebe, a white marking appears around Liebe's left wrist. The marking is too thin, spiked lines with demonic lettering between the lines. Due to the contract, Liebe takes on a diminutive form whenever Asta uses his power. Liebe harbors a deep hatred for other devils due to the cruel torment he suffered every day of his life in the underworld, as well as the murder of his foster mother by Lucifero. Liebe mockingly refers to another devil, Zagred, as his senior, while also ridiculing his brethren's loss with a sneer. Liebe desires a physical body connected to the 5-leaf clover grimoire. His presence is also intimidating, as individuals, including Asta himself, shudder whenever they sense Liebe. Because of his past and upbringings, Liebe declares all devils are scum, with him being no exception. Despite this claim, Asta points out how Liebe is different from other devils. Asta inferred Liebe's inability to kill him as compassion, a fact proven as Liebe is shown to feel hatred and sadness for others, a characteristic most likely born from the love Liebe received from Rachita. He has a unique way of laughing. Anti-magic, Liebe uses this unique energy to nullify magic. By manipulating the anti-magic in the swords, he is capable of summoning the swords out of the grimoire and controlling them remotely, as well as coating them with anti-magic. After undergoing the devil binding ritual and losing to Asta and Liebe forge a contract to share power as equals, and after training for a couple of days, Asta and Liebe learn to unite, which greatly enhances their anti-magic abilities. However, their union has not been perfected yet, and the transformation only lasts for about 5 minutes. No magic power, Liebe possesses no mana, and so is unable to use magic. However, because he possesses no mana, he is able to use anti-magic without suffering the weakening effects, since he has no magic to drain. Furthermore, because he has no magic power, he was able to physically pass through the barrier between the living world and the underworld, something that even the most powerful devils on the lowest levels of the Tree of Clifford were never able to achieve. Gimmidello is a mid-ranking devil who serves Nacht Faust, the vice-captain of the Clover Kingdom's Black Bull Squad of the Magic Knights. As a devil familiar, Gimmidello appears as a small, dark-colored figure with horns, wings, a tail, and pointed teeth. When merged with shadow magic, Gimmidello appears as a large, black figure with black horns and an orange, dog-shaped mask. Gimmidello is a cheerful creature, often laughing and teasing others. When Gimmidello assimilates with Nacht, via Unite mode, Canis, Nacht gains the ability to spawn a group of clones from his shadow. Slotos is a mid-ranking devil who serves Nacht Faust, the vice-captain of the Clover Kingdom's Black Bull Squad of the Magic Knights. As a devil familiar, Slotos appears as a small, dark-colored figure with horns, wings, and a tail. When merged with shadow magic, Slotos appears as a large black figure with black horns and a purple horse-shaped mask. Toughness. When Slotos assimilates with Nacht, via Unite mode, Nacht's physical resilience is greatly enhanced, allowing him to withstand and move in immense gravity. Plummet is a mid-ranking devil who serves Nacht Faust, the vice-captain of the Clover Kingdom's Black Bull Squad of the Magic Knights. As a devil familiar, Plummet appears as a small, dark-colored figure with horns, wings, and a forked tail. When merged with shadow magic, Plummet appears as a large, black figure with black horns and a gray, cat-shaped mask. Agility. When Plummet assimilates with Nacht, via Unite mode, Nacht's physical speed is greatly enhanced. Walner is a mid-ranking devil who serves Nacht Faust, the vice-captain of the Clover Kingdom's Black Bull Squad of the Magic Knights. As a devil familiar, Walner appears as a small, dark-colored figure with horns, wings, and a tail. When merged with shadow magic, Walner appears as a large, black figure with black horns and a red, rooster-shaped mask. Cry. When Walner assimilates with Nacht, via Unite mode, Nacht can issue a loud rooster crow that momentarily paralyzes those who hear it. Zagret is a high-ranking devil and the mastermind behind the creation of Licht's 5-leaf clover grimoire, the massacre of the elf tribe, and the reincarnation of the elves. Zagret is a tall humanoid with a pair of black, bat-like wings, black horns, clawed hands, and a long, arrow-tipped tail. His pale skin is mostly covered by a black coating and black lines and wrinkles. His teeth are pointed and black, and his irises are red. Zagret can open additional mouths all over his body, including on his heart. Without a body, Zagret appears as a dark-colored cloud of gas with eyes and a mouth. Zagret is a wicked and cruel individual. He looks down on both humans and elves, seeing them as his playthings and means to an end. He is shown to be extremely sadistic as he finds joy in the despair of others, such as laughing at Patali's despaired face when Zagret reveals himself as the one who orchestrated the elves' destruction and has been manipulating Patali the entire time. This sadistic side also exposes somewhat arrogance, such as how he mockingly reveals everything to Patali, and another time when he reveals his plans to the first Magic Emperor. In both cases, he believes they could do nothing to defeat or stop him, even if he revealed his intentions and involvement, albeit revealing everything to Patali did accomplish Zagret's goal of making him fall into deep despair. Zagret's actions come from a deep desire for a body, just so he can properly manifest himself and unleash chaos wherever he goes. This displays an extremely sadistically ambitious side, as Zagred does not care what methods he has to use in order to achieve that goal. All these aspects accumulate to him lacking any morality on how little he thinks of his actions toward humans and elves alike. This is further proven true by Yami, who after sensing his Kai, can only sense nothing but malicious intent from Zagred. This proved to be his own undoing as he constantly underestimates his opponents, which ultimately leads to his demise. In his final moments, Zagret expresses shock at the comprehension that he was defeated. Kodadama magic, Zagret uses this magic attribute to alter his surroundings through speech and to manifest physical and magical objects, as well as to imitate others' magic, including light, dice, and switching magic. After obtaining a 5-leaf grimoire, Zagret is able to summon various monsters from the underworld that absorb normal magic and life force, and a special trident that dismantles anything it touches and distorts the space around it. The Tree of Clifford is a magic channel that connects to the underworld and allows devils to enter the living world. The magic channel branches out like the roots of a tree and descends to the 7th and lowest level of the underworld. At each level is a gate that normally prevents devils from moving between levels. 10 devils are set along the depth of the channel and are released as the gate to their level opens. Of these 10 devils, the ones on the lower levels are stronger than the ones on the upper levels. The ritual for opening this channel, known as the Clifford Advent Ritual, has 2 parts, a mage with World Tree magic and a mage with dark magic in a magic circle combining their magic attributes, and 3 mages standing in positions along the perimeter of a larger magic circle. These 3 mages serve as activators for the ritual, so if they are defeated, the ritual will be halted. The ritual takes 7 days to complete, at which point the World Tree and dark magic users will die. Within the inherited knowledge of the Heart Kingdom's princesses, Lalapechka finds memories of a previous opening of the channel and the devastation it caused. The resulting destruction would devastate the entire continent and result in the massacre of 90% of the human population, bringing humanity close to extinction. Lilith is one of the highest-ranking devils connected to the Tree of Clifford and resides on the 1st level of the underworld, alongside Nama. Lilith is a tall humanoid with long, light-colored hair. Lilith's face and neck are heavily wrinkled, and Lilith has a dark-colored mask that covers the upper right quarter of Lilith's face and extends back past the ear. Lilith also has a pair of upward-pointing, dark-colored horns. The right horn juts out of the mask and is longer than the left horn. Lilith has a dark-colored marking that traces down the neck to the navel and a long, thin tail with ice-like spikes protruding from the tip. Lilith has feathered wings that emerge from the lower back. Lilith's right arm is larger than the left arm and is covered in a pattern resembling shards of ice and has ice-like spikes protruding from the shoulder. Lilith's dark-colored dress has a deep V-cut that exposes the navel and connects to the covering on the right arm and shoulder. Like most devils, Lilith looks down on humans and takes great delight in toying with them. Demon Ice Magic, Lilith uses this magic attribute to generate and manipulate a sinister form of ice magic. This frost is capable of freezing anything and everything, including shadows, light, and even invisible concepts. Lilith is also able to turn its own body into ice, which it uses to dodge attacks entirely by merging with and moving through its own ice. Lilith is incredibly proficient in the use of this magic and can create barrages of ice shards, waves of freezing frost, and blizzards that freeze anything in their paths. Immense magic power. As one of the devils connected to the Tree of Clifford, Lilith possesses immense magic power, greater than that of the Dark Triad. Nama is one of the highest-ranking devils connected to the Tree of Clifford and resides on the 1st level of the underworld, alongside Lilith. Nama is a tall humanoid with long, light-colored hair. Nama's face and neck are heavily wrinkled, and Nama has a dark-colored mask that covers the upper left quarter of Nama's face and extends back past the ear. Nama also has a pair of downward-pointing, dark-colored horns. The left horn juts out of the mask and is longer than the right horn. Nama has a dark-colored marking that traces down the neck to the navel and a long, thin tail with fire-like wisps protruding from the tip. Nama has bat-like wings that emerge from the lower back. Nama's left arm is larger than the right arm and is covered in a pattern resembling fire and has fire-like wisps protruding from the shoulder. Nama's body is covered in a dark material and has a deep V-cut that exposes the navel and connects to the covering on the left arm and shoulder. Like most devils, Nama looks down on humans and takes great delight in toying with them. Demon Fire Magic, Nama uses this magic attribute to generate and manipulate a sinister form of fire magic. The flames are capable of burning anything and everything, including shadows, light, and even invisible concepts. Nama is also able to turn its own body into fire, which it uses to neutralize and evade physical attacks by letting them pass through its body, as well as to dodge attacks entirely by merging with and moving through its own fire. Nama is incredibly proficient in the use of this magic and can create barrages of flame bullets, waves of blazing fire, and twisters of fire that incinerate anything in their paths. Immense magic power. As one of the devils connected to the Tree of Clifford, Nama possesses immense magic power, greater than that of the Dark Triad. Nama's magic power is strong enough to damage and destroy Act Faust's Unite mode, equus, a feat not even Dante Zagret could achieve. Fusion. After Nama is cleaved in two by a star, Lilith fuses their bodies together. When Lilith fuses with Nama, Lilith's right half is combined with Nama's left half, with the right side retaining Lilith's ice-like wings, arm, and shoulder, while the left side retains Nama's fire-like wings, arm, and shoulder. Their body is covered in the same dark material with the same deep V-cut that exposes their navel. Some of the material extends out like a pair of long coattails. The upper part of their head is in the shape of both Lilith's and Nama's masks combined, leaving two eyes, one on top of another, in the middle. Their tail has both the ice-like spikes of Lilith and the fire-like wisps of Nama. This fusion dramatically increases their magic power, far beyond a simple sum of their previous amounts. They are able to use both of their magic attributes simultaneously, as well as combine their attributes together. Majicula is one of the highest-ranking devils connected to the Tree of Clifford and has contracted with Vanica Zagretis, a member of the Spade Kingdom's Dark Triad. The living world's curse magic is derived from Majicula's curse-warding magic, and the devil has personally placed lethal curses on Aesir Silva and Princess Lolopechka. Majicula has a pair of curved, ram-like horns, a slender physical form, and long-reaching fingers. When Majicula takes control of Vanica's body, the hair on Vanica's right side lightens in color, her right pupil becomes slit-like, and a dark-colored mark appears around her left eye. The mark is a circle with several dots along its length. Majicula is shown to possess a highly inquisitive, curious and intellectual interest in conducting various experiments with magic. The devil is genuinely delighted to learn of Cesar Swallowtail's arcane stage sealing magic and its effectiveness in almost sealing the devil's own magic despite the immense power difference between them. The devil also expresses interest upon seeing the effects of its curse magic on Undine. Majicula's most favorite and interesting test subjects are humans due to them continuously surprising it. Due to the devil's inquisitive nature, Majicula is highly unpredictable and whimsical. The devil viciously and cruelly experiments on any sentient beings, using its curse-warding magic to see what kind of effects it would have on them. Once the devil's curiosity is satiated, the devil immediately loses interest and kills them off without a second thought. This whimsical mindset is shared with the devil's current host, Vanica Zagretis, and thus the devil gets along with her greatly. Curse-warding magic. Majicula uses this magic attribute to create powerful curses. Majicula's power is even able to overcome arcane magic and to affect spirits. Immense magic power. As a devil, Majicula possesses tremendous magic power and is so strong that not even a stage 0 ranked mage of the Heart Kingdom can kill it. Lolopechka considers Majicula to be more powerful than Zagred, a devil with more mana than the strongest elves and captain-class magic knights. Lucifugus is one of the highest-ranking devils connected to the Tree of Clifford. Lucifugus has a tall, slender figure, long pointed ears, two large ox-like horns, a pair of wings, and a long, prehensile tail. Immense magic power. As a highest-ranking devil, Lucifugus possesses immense magic power. Even when suppressed by the devil binding ritual, its power is still daunting and able to kill bystanders. Lucifero is a highest-ranking devil and one of the three rulers of the underworld, residing on the lowest level. The devil has contracted with Dante Zagretis, a member of the Spade Kingdom's Dark Triad. Lucifero is a large black figure with 4 wings, 4 horns, long hair, and pointed teeth. Like most devils, Lucifero looks down on those it considers weaker than it, like low-ranked devils and humans. As such, Lucifero holds little regard for their feelings, using and killing them as it sees fit. Gravity magic. Lucifero uses this magic attribute to manipulate gravity. Immense magic power. As the strongest devil connected to the Tree of Clifford, Lucifero possesses immense magic power and threatens to destroy the living world if released. Devil possession. Lucifero has the ability to take control of the bodies of low-ranked devils, regardless of where they are. And that's it. I hope you learned something new and interesting for yourself, and if so, do not forget to like, subscribe, and also click on the bell.